Up next, what's new in Montgomery Park's trails and a few trail clubs that enjoy them. Stay tuned. Welcome to another edition of Parks Rec and Roll. Did you know that the Montgomery County Department of Parks manages more than 230 miles of trails? Let's learn more about the system and what's coming in the future.
Trails in Montgomery County are one of our best park features. They're one of the most useful types of park resources. And we have incredible off-road trails. We have tremendous paved trails if you're out for more of a family ride or that kind of experience. So it's something that I think is growing in its recognition as one of our most valuable park assets.
Montgomery County Park Trail System, I would divide it into the hard surface trail network in the down county, our Stream Valley Park trails, which have been around for 30 plus years, and then our up county trail system, which primarily is natural surface. So in the down county we have the Capitol Crescent Trail, which is probably our most popular trail and perhaps one of the most popular in the Washington DC area. It gets about 900,000 users per year and about 2,500 users per day on average. And then the Rock Creek Trail, Stream Valley Trail, which connects DC with Lake Needwood, and the Sligo Creek Trail, which connects basically Tacoma Park with Wheaton Regional Park. And then the Matthew Henson, which is one of our newer Stream Valley trails, which goes east-west and connects various stream valleys between Rock Creek and Northwest Branch. The Up County Trail System is primarily natural surface, and I'd say the bulk of the trails are in Little Bennett Regional Park, but we also have a long cross-county connector called the Seneca Creek Greenway Trail, and then another popular trail is the Muddy Branch Trail that connects Potomac with the C&O Canal.
Also popular are the Heart Smart trails.
And they're designed to be places where people can track their progress on a relatively level paved trail surface for exercise. We have one at Wheaton Regional Park at Brookside Gardens. We have another at Martin Luther King Jr. Recreational Park in the Eastern County, and another one at South Germantown. So our hard surface trails are primarily used for biking and walking and dog walking. And they are primarily in our stream valleys, relatively flat or gently rolling. And our natural surface trails are a little bit more challenging. They're used by hikers, mountain bikers, and horseback riders.
Trail volunteers help establish new trails or maintain existing ones.
There are a number of advocacy groups in the county that are active in promoting our trails or advocating for more trails or even maintaining our trails. So I'll start with the Mid-Atlantic Off-Road Enthusiast. They're a mountain bike group in the county. They are probably our principal volunteer group that works on trail building, natural surface trail building and maintenance. They are very active, but we also have other groups like the Trail Riders of Today and the Potomac Trail and Bridle Trail Association, Potomac Appalachian Trail Club, and some other groups like Conservation Montgomery and the Montgomery Countryside Alliance in the Up County and the Ag Reserve. They're also involved in promoting trails, promoting natural resource-based recreation, those sorts of things.
Montgomery Parks also hosts volunteer trail work days, attended by individuals, scouting groups, schools, and corporate teams, among others. Looking to the future, connector trails are a priority. One that is being planned is the North Branch Trail, connecting Lake Frank with Olney. Farther up county, the plan is to connect Black Hill Regional Park with Little Bennett Regional Park through the 10 Mile Creek Greenway Trail.
I've been working very hard to direct more county investment to trail building and trail maintenance because my belief is wherever you live in Montgomery County, you should just be moments away from an endless hike or an endless off-road mountain bike ride. And we can get there. We're pretty close, but we need to build a lot more trails in the coming years.
Another goal of the Parks Department is accessible trails.
So one of the things that's really important to our chairman, Chairman Anderson, is improvements for people with mobility challenges. So accommodating what we call the Americans with Disabilities Act requirements, where we design our trails or modify our trails so that they're more suitable for people with mobility challenges or disabilities.
Beginning July 1st of 2017, trail hours for bicyclists increased. The new operating hours will allow for easier commutes. The trails are now open from 5 a.m. to midnight. They used to close at sunset.
Bicyclists just need to have a light on their bike and be visible and be transient. They can't loiter, but they can go through our parks for bicycle commuting. So that's really exciting.
So bicycle commuting is just one reason to use the trails.
Use our trails to get out into nature. And they use it for recreation primarily and for health. They use it for solitude and emotional refreshment, whatever you want to call it. And also for nature appreciation. So we have people who only use our trails for bird watching or plant identification or wildlife viewing. And some people even use it for fishing in our streams.
As Chuck mentioned, many organized groups use the Montgomery Park's trails. Let's explore two of them. MORE, the Mid-Atlantic Off-Road Enthusiasts, and TROT, the trail riders of today.
MORE is a nonprofit organization, and our mission is building trails and riding bikes, mostly off-road.
We're a local mountain biking advocacy group as well as, just a ride club, actually.
We met up with MORE during the 8th annual MoCo Epic Ride event, held each fall.
We're up here in the upper part of the county, Germantown, Maryland to be specific. And it's a big event that the Mid-Atlantic Off-Road Enthusiasts, MORE, puts on every year. Again, this is our 8th year. And it's a fundraiser to help generate funds to build additional trails. And these aren't just trails for mountain bikers. These are multi-use trails for everybody: hikers, runners, dog walkers, equestrians, everybody. We are all about getting people outside, getting people out in nature and on the trails.
MORE offers a lot of programs here in Montgomery County. Of course, our core is to build and maintain trails, but we also do rides. We have kids rides, we have night rides, we have weekend rides, and we have big events. The biggest, of course, is the MoCo Epic.
The MoCo Epic is an organized ride that showcases 75 miles of connecting trails in the county.
And what it is a series of rides, not a race, long rides on the wonderful trails of Montgomery County.
I'm on for 75. Yeah, 75 miles. Yeah. But I think there's, 20, 25, 40, 55, and 75, yeah. Wow. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm in for the long haul, if I can hold up for it.
So this is great because we hit Germantown, Damascus down into Gaithersburg, Kentlands, down to Potomac. So right there, you're hitting a large amount of Montgomery County.
It also includes a family fun day.
Over here we have Trails for Youth. They primarily have programs or do programming for underprivileged children. And so for the MoCo Epic on Saturday, which we call our Family Fun Day, Pat comes out with his crew and they put on a nice little kids skills clinic.
Good job, go do that one.
All right.
Where they talk about basic riding technique, safety. They go over the bike a little bit, talk about the helmets, just all that kind of stuff. Get the kids comfortable on the bike. A lot of times, a child gets a bike and they're just handed it, and they have to kind of figure it all out for themselves. Pat does a really great job of breaking down the basics, explaining things, and really making it fun and educational at the same time for the kids.
The county has well over 100 miles of natural surface trails and is building about 5 a year. What we do is we're a lot of crew leaders. We work with a volunteer coordinator. We do maintenance. We come out. Some of these trails are built with machines, but they need handwork to finish them off. And so we provide a lot of the volunteers and the organization to make these trails come together fast. We also are involved in the design. The exact layout of how a trail should look and how it should feel. In mountain biking, we talk about flow, having a series of turns that's really pleasant to ride on. And we have been working with the county on creating a series of flow trails, and they're really good.
The trails are amazing, very flowy, fast. A little bit slick today, but still a good time. Everything's linked, so you can do a lot of trail systems, one right after the other, just connected by just a couple of small, a mile or two on the asphalt. And now you're in the next park.
The county has been working at connecting all the trails throughout the county so that it's possible for people to get out, enjoy the environment from their houses without having to get in your car, drive to a park to get on the trails.
The fact that there's like 60 miles of single track in Montgomery County, and one of the most urban counties in the state, right outside of DC, I think that's pretty amazing.
Basically, what we try to do is build a community around the trails, and mountain bikers often know that they need to give back to the trails. If they want to have a great ride out here in Montgomery County, that they not only have to ride, but they have to get together and fix up the trails. And so we try to bring those two things together and create a community around the trails.
TROT, which began in 1980, also helps with trail advocacy in Montgomery County.
TROT, Trail Riders of Today, it started in 1980 with 22 riders to save the Paint Branch Park here in Montgomery County. And it grew from there to save and preserve trails throughout the state. We have numerous things of working with developers, county officials, state officials on developing trails and maintaining the trails.
Montgomery County is such a special place for trails because they have so many wonderful parks. I think way over half the parks in the whole area are Montgomery County parks, and they keep them up extremely well. And we've had a wonderful relationship with the Parks Department. Everybody is working together for a common good.
We are very unique within this whole state to have a lot of advocacy for, the natural trail systems. I understand that with the Horse Council, which is what the Trail Riders of Today is also a part of, other states are trying to do what they have been doing here in Maryland.
In addition to advocacy and volunteering, the group partakes in educational activities, social events, and of course, trail rides.
It's just so enjoyable and relaxing. It's just like, it's my church. It's my cathedral. I'm closer to God when I'm out on these trails looking at the sun coming down through the trees and the beautiful color and just the wildlife. It's just breathtaking. It's just beautiful. This is Jet coming up. That's the boyfriend.
I'm her partner in crime. You meet some of the nicest people, and they have a common goal, which is to maintain and keep the trails going and stuff like that. And then after we finish riding, we all have lunch.
Yeah.
Meet a lot of nice people, and it's just it's invigorating. And the Parks Department really works hard with us to try, and if we have a problem with a downed tree or something like that, and trail clearing, we have trail clearing things. That's part of our focus, is to go out and clean trails and maintain the trails.
My favorite are seeing the heron, the eagle, the foxes, that sort of stuff. But just the nature, the sky, the birds, the flowers, just getting away from civilization.
I love being outside. I love being on the trails and just being in nature. It gives you a chance to really appreciate silence in a world full of chaos. So, yeah.
For more information about TROT, MORE, or Montgomery Park's trails, check these websites. So that's it for today's show. See you next time.